Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today I'll be reviewing the S.H.Figuarts Sanji Romance Dawn version from One Piece. Now this is the second S.H.Figuarts Sanji that they've released, the first one being the raid on Onigashima, and that one was probably the best out of the initial three sort of revitalized S.H.Figuarts One Piece figures, because the Luffy was okay, the Zoro sucked because of the whole waste situation, and the Sanji was pretty good. He had nice effect parts, pretty good posability. His body was a little bit awkward just with like how the posability was engineered, but in general, not really a problem in the grand scheme of things. Could have had some slightly different accessories here or there, but in general was easily the standout out of those three initial Onigashima figures from like 2023. I think that's when they started doing the revitalized line. But this is Romance Dawn Sanji, so we'll see if, a couple of years of engineering has changed anything. So taken out of the box, here's what Sanji comes with. It's a pretty good loadout. So we get the figure itself, we get 5 faces for Sanji and 1 face for Luffy. We get several different hands, some of them paired, some of them not. We get 2 pockets, so 1 for each side, which is different to the Onigashima one, which only had 1 side, which was one of my complaints. I wanted either the option or to do both. And we get 2 plates with soup in them, which is another complaint from the Onigashima Sanji, that he didn't come with any food or anything like that, which is nice. It's a simple thing just having the soup, but the soup is fairly iconic to Romance Dawn Sanji, in particular his first appearance in the anime and manga in general. It's all chained onto his whole Bratier arc. So it's nice that we have those, and you can just have them as plates effectively depending on the angle that you have, for photography and stuff. But it's nice to, finally have those sorts of options. Now, taken out of the box and put on a display here is Sanji, and he's looking really good. I do like the Romance Dawn or pre-time skip look of Sanji more than post-time skip. Although post-time skip, parting the hair the different way and still having the black suit, I do like. The burgundy sort of look for Raid on Onigashima, I'm still not sort of sold on too much. It does look nice, but the iconic look for Sanji is a black or almost a deep blue suit sort of look. I do prefer that sort of look for him, and Romance Dawn is more iconic anyway. Here he is next to the Raid on Onigashima Sanji, and you can see they look very, very similar. The engineering is pretty much exactly the same, and if I had them in identical poses, they'd probably be about the same height as well. But in general, they are very similar. But all the paintwork and detail is nice. Not a whole lot of paint, but what's there is nice, in particular with the blue undershirt under the jacket for his sleeves. It just looks really, really good, and the shading on his hair is nice as well. It's not just a flat yellow, which is appreciated. Now for posability, Sanji's pretty much the same as Onigashima, so he's got a ball joint in the head and neck, allows for some nice range of motion. His arms are on this really weird hinge butterfly thing, so you need to be careful for how you pose it to get his arms out and around. So it helps with crossing his arms, but the actual versatility of the joint is weird and aesthetically looks strange. He's got an upper arm swivel, bend at the elbow, ball hinge at the wrist. He's got a ball joint in his chest and waist, which allows for some nice movement and rotation. The lower part of his jacket is flexible, so it doesn't really get in the way of anything, which is nice. You can do the splits that far, you can kick forward and back that far. His legs popped off for me, but it's fine. But he needs good leg posability, that's the main thing for Sanji. He's got an upper thigh swivel, splits, bend at the knee, pivot at the ankle, as well as a hinge at the toes. Pretty much the same as Raid on Onigashima Sanji, if not the exact same. But, it's fine enough. I wish they re-engineered his shoulders a bit to be more in line with the rest of the line. I get it, aesthetically in static poses looks fantastic, because it's very much got that One Piece look to it. But I just don't think it's, super good for a posable figure. It's just a little bit awkward. Now for faces, we get a smiling face out of the box with his cigarette in his mouth. Looks nice. We also get a teeth clenched sort of pissed off angry face with the cigarette in his face as well. We get a smirking face looking to the side. This one doesn't have a cigarette, but we do have a hand that does have a cigarette, so you probably pair those together. He's got a sort of mouth open happy face with his cigarette bent and awkward, and I like that. And he's got a mouth open shouting angry face, which I really like, very cartoony and suits early Sanji really well. And then we also get a happy Luffy with his tongue sticking out, which is a nice face, similar to the Mihawk face, a little bit different sculpt, but very similar. But with all of his accessories, you can get the Sanji into some pretty good poses. Looks really nice. Again, would have preferred some slightly different engineering for some slightly better posing, but you can get him into anything that you really need. And he reads as the character perfectly well and fits the rest of the crew just fine. I was debating doing a big crew group shot for this figure, sort of like when they were leaving Rogue Town or Logue Town into the Grand Line. I was thinking of doing their good iconic pose with all their feet on a barrel, but then I realized that there's an accessory set coming out with specifically a barrel, so you can do that, as well as a bit of the Going Merry to recreate some diorama type scenes. So I thought I'd just wait for that. But in general, this is a nice figure. Complements the rest of the crew very nicely, and the aesthetic alone is probably worth it in comparison to the Raid on Onigashima one. Even though that one had effect parts, this one suits the rest of the line a little bit better, at least in my opinion. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed that video, and I will see you all next time. Oh hi, I didn't see you there. As you can see, I'm hard at work making new videos for the channel. Now, while I'm happy with where the channel is right now, I could use your help. By liking, commenting, and subscribing to the channel, it helps out the YouTube algorithm and recommends my channel to more people. So if you like any of my videos, please let me know, it really helps out. And if you liked this one, please let me know too. It means a lot to me, and I really appreciate all of you guys.